Saturday, May 6th, I'm going to prove that the Tuskegee experiments are still going on. That's what I'm going to prove. This is one of your, I'm a sweat out of my suit type of sermons here. Unfiltered, unleashed, uncensored. No way it can air on social media. Better Family Life, St. Louis, Missouri. RSVP information can be found at theministerofwellness.com under Health Seminars, theministerofwellness.com under Health Seminars, or call 888-847-8026, 888-847-8026 to view the live stream of this critical emergency information. You must be a member of the Minister of Wellness Unleashed. You can do that by clicking the link in the description box of all of my videos. I'll see you May the 6th.
All right, Elder of the Mary F. Jones.
What a pleasure to be here, Minister. I had a little trouble getting in, but I called your office and they helped me navigate this technology. So I'm just happy to be here.
Well, it's glad to see your beautiful face.
Well, thank you. I was just happy to have an opportunity to have a consultation with you the other day.
Yes, ma'am.
And I've been on this journey for a long time, since the 80s. I've never been able to take medication. And so I've always had to try to do it God's way.
Yes.
And so sometimes it takes a little longer, but it's the best way, because once he heals your body, it's healed, or regenerates the body. So in our conversation, I had been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis in 2010.
Yes.
And so I didn't have an option as to what I was going to allow them to do to me, because I knew I wasn't taking any medication. I wasn't taking any kind of injections or anything. So I had pain 24 hours a day.
Wow.
It even put me in the bed where I couldn't get up and get around. And I had been active quite a bit because I was a cosmetologist for 40 years. So I just was always on my feet. But anyway, when I started the journey, I just had to find different things to try to get the pain level down.
Yes.
And eating was the major factor at changing my whole eating lifestyle. So I had to find out what was the triggers and what, made me hurt worse. So, but it wasn't until I talked to you or started watching your videos that the solution really came, because even though I changed my eating lifestyle, I still had some underlying pain issues. It wasn't as bad as before. So once I talked to you and heard about the fruit, I never did a fruit diet. I've done all kind of detox programs and everything, all you can imagine. Even the castor oil, we used to get that back in the day. But
yes, ma'am.
When I started doing the fruit, after I talked with you, then I kept saying I had to really pray hard, to try to get, I had to pray day and night. I said, oh, fruit, no, nothing but fruit.
Yes.
And so I said, well, I'm going to try this. I even called my sons and I said, would y'all support me and go on this? So one son was a fireman, so he tried, but, his job kind of convinced him to go back to trying to get some more nourishment. But my oldest son, he is continuing with me as of today. And so I talked with him. I said, you still hanging in there? He said, yeah. But the thing, I talked to a friend of mine, Rhonda Cook. She's on here. I talked to her and I told her, I said, you know what? I said, I've never felt better in my whole life. I mean, the pain is like completely gone. Sometimes when it rains, how when it rains, you get that little ache here and there.
Yes,
None of that is happening.
Yep.
And the thing today, when I got up this morning, I got up and I was in the bathroom before I knew it. And I had to stop, because normally it's a think about it kind of thing, where you got to think about where you're going to place your feet, to get to where you got to go. But I didn't even have pain when I got up out the bed this morning. And I was just like, thank you, Lord. I mean, just being able to come through 12 years of suffering. I mean, constantly
Wow.
in pain.
Wow.
And I knew it was like inflammation from what I was eating.
Yes.
I couldn't let go of that chicken. That was the last thing that had to go, And so I had seen videos on fish, and I kind of like started, pushing back off of that, but it's just amazing how the things that we put in our mouth has been so contaminated with
Yes.
poison. I mean, people say, well, I used to eat this. Well, they didn't treat it like they did back then. And then our parents or grandparents, they were very intelligent. They would do things to the food to
Yes.
keep us from being so toxic,
Yes.
And so, it's just been a real pleasure hearing you. I think it was like last week when I first started hearing
Yes,
you. I don't know where you've been all this time. I never, run into you because that's my journey I'm the person in the family of 8 that's always talking about naturalness, healing.
Where were your grandparents from?
Mississippi. My
Okay.
mother was a Choctaw. No, my father's mother was a Choctaw Indian, and my mother's mother was a Cherokee. And so I used to watch her put like mustard plasters on brown paper bags and, put it on her back. I never went to a doctor until I was like married and 22 years old, because my mom and my grandmother always gave us these remedies. So we
Yes.
never got sick, And if
Yes.
we did, it was 3 days and we were up and playing
Yes.
again.
Yes.
And so I've come through all of these different diseases, and they've even tried to take my gallbladder, I said, nope, God is going to heal me. And I
Yes.
know he can regenerate your body.
The fruits of rejuvenate all of that. So this is amazing to hear real life testimonial. So tell everybody exactly, what is your fruit regimen? What are you eating? Which fruits are you consuming? And, what during the day, just kind of let the people know, what are you doing?
Okay, right now in the morning, I have watermelon,
All
and
right.
I heard you talking about the watermelon. So
Yes.
I was like, it's not really in season, but then you were preaching the last time I listened to you about God can take 2% of anything and heal you. So I've always been like, oh, I don't have no seeds in it. I'm not going to eat it. Blah, blah. So this time, once I started, I can't get seeds in the fruit. So I start with watermelon.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I eat that, I try to eat like a quarter of the watermelon at that one sitting. And then I even posted it on Facebook so everybody could see me. This is my breakfast, And so then I was eating grapes. After that, I would eat
Yes.
grapes. And that was pretty much it for those 2 days. This morning I had a banana, and I always have grapes and watermelon every day,
Yes.
And I was trying not to drink water, so I started putting lemon in the water and, drinking that.
Can you juice now? You still don't have a juicer?
Well, I can't, because of the crippling that happened in my hands.
Okay.
Through the arthritis, I can't handle the juicer
anymore.
So my daughter talks about me. She said, "You're gonna have 15 juicers. You better not buy another juicer." I said, "I am going to get another juicer."
Yes.
So what I try to do in that case, sometimes I'll take watermelon and put it in one of those magic bullets.
Okay.
You
might need to do some physical therapy to help strengthen your hands again as the fruits, are healing you. You might want to look into that. To help having somebody to help you do finger exercises. You have the grippers; those are real good. So you need to start building the muscles in your fingers so you can get back to where you're able to use a juicer.
Okay.
So that's what I recommend, because we want to see you complete. Because so your hands are still balled up.
Well, they're not balled up. They're kind of like the picture that you have on the arthritis video,
Yes,
where they're kind of like bent up and down, and so they're like that now, but there's no pain there. So now I can wash my dishes, and I can stand up longer, and
Amen.
and the last time I went to the doctor, the foot doctor, they had taken x-rays and said that the cartilage, that's why I asked you that question, I think it was earlier, about cartilage. Can it regrow? Because they said all of my cartilage, but I was in a wheelchair for 7 years.
Yes.
And I just began to be able to get up and really walk without assistance, because before I had to, it was really painful for me to get up and walk. But now, especially today, when I got up and didn't even have to think about it, I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord. But like, if we give God the opportunity,
there you go,
to heal the body, He will. But we just have to be prayerful. Because it's really an addiction. This food is a real addiction.
It's a drug.
It's a drug.
It's just sorcery. It's sorcery.
Absolutely. Because I live on that scripture in Revelations, the 18th chapter.
Yes.
And the 23rd and 24th verse. And I'm always preaching that, they're working sorcery on us.
Yes.
They're putting our brain to sleep. And so we can't even praise God like we're supposed to. So we just have to get clarity of mind again and just get connected, and just know, because my children used to talk about me. You don't want to take your med. I said, I'm not taking that stuff. I said, I'm not taking those shots. What are they putting in your veins? I said, they're not putting that in my blood.
I told a sister earlier, I said, the church is no different than when I read the book of Jeremiah. All throughout the prophets, God is angry about idolatry. And the two things that we have replaced Christ with, here are the idols that we worship today. We worship our appetites. We worship that belly god. Then, because if you worship the belly god, you're going to get sick. Then we worship the doctors. So those are the two things that we put before the Most High. And that's why we see all the sickness and disease, despite all the prayers and the speaking in tongues and I believe and all of those things, because we worship that belly and we worship that doctor. Those are the two main idols of the heart, amongst many other things that we worship. But those are the two big ones that we have put, before the Most High. So this was great, to hear you say that you are pain free and waking up and bouncing up and standing up. This is an incredible testimonial, and I really, really thank you for sharing. Please keep us updated. And like I said, as far as doing classes and so forth, you just have to do it. So what I would do is you should be documenting your success. You should have before and after pictures. And once you get your before and after pictures and you document it, and once you start and you start hosting and having classes, and you let me know, and I'll shoot out an email and let people know if you start hosting classes in your area to help other people to heal and reverse for rheumatoid arthritis. Because how long have you been 100% strict on fruits? How many days?
It's been 5 days now.
Okay, so in 5 days, you eliminated all pain. So you'll have to go 25, 35 more days. If you do the whole 40 days, your rheumatoid arthritis will be gone. And so once you complete 40 days and you're healed, you should start doing classes at your local library. And if you start setting up classes, and I promise you, our ministry, we will help to let people in the area know, that, eventually I will be there in your area. But if I'm coming, of course, that'll just be one shot. You live in the area. And so you want to be a consistent presence, and we'll help you. If you have, and you get your flyers together, you send it to us, we'll shoot out emails and let people know, hey, Sister Mary Jones has healed from rheumatoid arthritis. She's having a class at the library. We would absolutely support your efforts as a local minister of wellness.
Oh, thank you so much. And I became a member today. I told my friend, I said, well, I became a member and they shut my computer off. I was like, because I had to call my son and say, how do you get this back up running? But yeah, so I really appreciate your ministry. And I look forward to, giving more testimonies. And I did, when I hung up the phone, like you instructed,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
did a live because I have a Facebook group
Yes.
about self-care, and so I did a live. So I am
Yes.
taking your
There
instruction
you
and,
go.
you
Yes. You
know,
just do it. Just
yeah,
do it.
and just doing it because
Right.
you
Yes,
really
ma'am.
encouraged me. Yeah, so I
Yes.
did. I'm on it. You know,
Right.
so
Just set a schedule and
yeah,
just be consistent. And you
yeah,
be consistent. And there's no telling how you can help save a lot of people, Sister
yeah,
Jones. So please
yeah,
keep us updated. Finish the 35 days so that you can be completely healed. Get some physical therapy and or personal training that can help you rebuild those muscles in your hands so
okay.
that you can start juicing again. And please keep us updated.
Okay, I will. And thank you for allowing me this time.
Absolutely, no
Okay.
problem. Okay,
All
Mama
right.
Jones, you take
Okay.
care. Okay, wow, that was amazing, family. That's Baruch Hashem Yahuwah. That was incredible testimonial. I mean, what can you say? What can you say? I don't care, what anybody says, and you can try to bash me personally for my flaws and so forth all you want, but again, I teach what the scriptures teach, and God doesn't change. God isn't fickle. God doesn't have failure. He doesn't have sin. So it doesn't matter. Again, doesn't the Bible tell us that? It doesn't matter who's delivering the message. It's about whether the message is coming from the Most High. He proved that in the Word. He can have a donkey can be preaching. A donkey can be preaching. But what if the donkey is saying something that comes from God, then it's going to happen. so you can bash me all you want. You can bash me and call me names and trash me and all this you want. But the word of the Most High is clear. Eat my fruits and I will heal your body. Okay? I created medicines from the earth. He who is wise would not abhor them. So 74-year-old Sister Mary Jones, pain-free for the first time in years on just 5 days on fruits. Just 5 days on fruits. All praises to the Most High.
Vitamin D3, vitamin K2, vitamin B12, DHA, EPA, and the immune support. Those are the 5 that you need. Those are the 5 that you need from the online store. You have to take K2 with D3, DHA, B12, the immune support, herbal extract. TheMinisterofWellness.com, TheMinisterofWellness.com. Everything is in stock. Those are the 5 you absolutely want to start with. 888-847-8026. No excuses for finances, family. Get on the phone with me for as little as $25. I'm back doing Motivational Monday and Wellness Wednesday free coaching, but if you can't tune in during those times, $25, $50. You can get on the phone, personalized one-on-one coaching with me. Call Brother Gerard and get on my calendar. My slots fill up very, very quickly. I'm almost booked up for April, so go ahead. 888-847-8026. Let's get on my calendar so I can get you squared away. 888-847-8026. TheMinisterofWellness.com. TheMinisterofWellness.com. Everything is in stock, brothers and sisters. Please get what you need. Don't wait for a sale to support the ministry. We need people to be willing to support the ministry, sale or no sale. We have everything you need. Blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, vitamins and minerals, immunity strengthened organic Irish sea moss. Everything is in stock. No more waiting for back orders. TheMinisterofWellness.com. Get what you need. TheMinisterofWellness.com. 888-847-8026. 888-847-8026. Thank you in advance for your support. Live streaming, recording, photography, emailing, all of these things cost, brothers and sisters. So I greatly appreciate it if you hit the Cash App or drop a super chat or hit the thank you button and give an offering, tithe, love offering, whatever you want to call it. We greatly appreciate it. And the Most High will richly bless you for helping this ministry that is not only helping to save your life, but the lives the world over. TheMinisterofWellness.com/give. TheMinisterofWellness.com/give. And if you need help giving an offering, 888-847-8026. 888-847-8026.